Okay, I'm sorry, I'm still setting this up. I was not prepared. I literally got a phone call right as I was getting ready to go live, so kind of threw me out of whack for a minute. And this turner is not working. What the heck? Ugh. Okay. Oh, it decided to work. Hi, Rose. All right, I'm gonna try and go down just a little bit more. That's not gonna work. I'm having technical difficulties. I'm so sorry, y'all. Hi, Erica. All right. Hey, Jessica. Okay, y'all close your eyes for a minute. I'm gonna try and turn my phone around. Hi, Martha and Georgia. Nah, it's not gonna work out. Okay, so this is one of my slower turners, so bear with me. So we're gonna do, hi Gina, Cindy. We're gonna do Orange Frost. This is gonna be one of those infamous, hi Carolyn, infamous certain show on Netflix, whacked him. Hi Anna, Debbie, Netta, Linda. So I've got some epoxy mixed up. Hi Wendy. I had no idea. Hi Dree. Anna, everybody. I had no idea that the live chat doesn't, you can't see it after it gets posted. I'm like, wait a minute. That's not okay, because like half the conversation is in text. So if you can't see that, how are you supposed to know what's going on? So I'm not going to put this on quite as thick as yesterday, but we are going to work on that one in just a minute. I've got 20 milliliters mixed up. I know this angle isn't right. I literally got a phone call right as I was trying to enter my description, and I didn't realize I had my phone upside down from where it needs to be, so y'all please forgive me. So I've just got my cup base painted. I tried doing the Rust-Oleum fluorescent. Yeah, a twofer, you're right. I tried doing the Rust-Oleum fluorescent. It was terrible. I had to end up going back over it with this regular pumpkin color. Netta, that's pretty perfect. So you'll see the next step of that blue cup. That's actually what I call my little sister, is Netta. Her name is actually Lynette. That'd be kind of cool if that was your real name too. It's a good name. Alright, so I'm not going super thick, but I'm not going quite as thin as I would if I was doing... Oh, Antoinette, that's perfect. It's very appropriate, very fitting for a Netta. That's a pretty name. I'm not going quite as thin as I would if I was doing a fine, but I'm definitely not doing as thick as we did last night for that chunky. This is a medium cut. It's considered a chunky, I think, in a lot of technicalities. You're so sweet, Netta. I mean, technically I think it's considered a chunky, but for me, I prefer to identify as a medium cut. One of these days, I'm going to do a video. Ooh, okay, I have y'all remind me when I'm done doing epoxy on that blue cup. I have a sneak peek for y'all for something else I'm working on. One of these days, I'm going to do a video of building turners. I'm just using these really cute little ones that I got off of Amazon. I got a bunch of them on like super duper sale. Some of them I only paid like 15 bucks for, which is incredibly cheap. But I have almost everything I need to do a turner video. I've already made my husband promise that he would help me do everything I needed to do. I did all the hole cutting and all of that myself on my other one that I use, the one that I use the most, that has like the really, really heavily painted arms. I did that one myself, and it's not perfect. It could use a lot of fine-tuning. So this was 5 milliliters of epoxy. So I'm gonna let this turn for just a minute to kind of let it level out just a bit. I'm gonna do the bottom first. And after last night's live, I remembered that I never did the other half of I was gonna do the keychain and the little paw print. So I ended up doing that last night. And then I added this morning or last night, hi Yvonne. I added Purity, which is one of last month's sub box colors. Hey Joel. One of last month's, hi Susie, sub box colors Purity. I actually added it to Skellington, which isn't super sparkly under epoxy. Kind of not quite a matte, but kind of sort of is. Linda, I've had my arms fall off. It's so frustrating. Netta, this particular mold, the little paw print, came from France. Remind me in a little bit. I need to not get sidetracked or my epoxy is going to cure like it did last night. And we all know how that turned out. That was quite interesting. Yeah, I had no idea how much color shift that Purity had until I added it to Skellington and then pulled that out of the mold last night. Joel, I'll actually show you that in just a minute. I also did it last night. I did the first step last night in the live, if you want to see like the actual step-by-step, but I'll show you in just a second. Let me get these done real quick. So this is going to be that infamous, you know what, Meow Meow King. I wondered how long it would take before I got an order for one of these, and it finally happened. I love orange frost for this. It's so perfect. So I've got it on, I've got the epoxy on just a little thicker than the usual, because like I said, I just stuck my fingernail on that. Like I said in last night's live, it just allows it to kind of lay a little flatter than it normally would. I'm just going to throw this on here. I love how it looks one way here, but then catches the orange. Kind of almost not an afterthought, but it's not quite a color shift. I don't feel like it technically qualifies as a color shift. I think it might. I did the orange base just to kind of help ensure that it had full coverage. You don't have to do your base the same color. You can. It definitely helps in case there's any little bald spots or whatnot. Hi Jill, how are you? I'm so glad I wrote down some of these. Joel I know because we've actually conversed back and forth. But I totally have my post-it right here, so I can see and remember who everybody is, and eventually I'll remember on my own without my Cliff's Notes. But I'm not there yet. Today has definitely just been a distraction. Jill, I almost didn't do it, but I was like, you know what? Why not? I need to do this, and I spray painted it this morning. And then I was like, I might as well just go ahead and do it. Hi, Crystal. And before I lose it, I got to plug in my phone. Good gravy. I'm losing my mind, y'all. Yes, Netta, that is actually on my list to do as well. I need to figure out what color I want to do for the tacket. I've got some really pretty holographics, but I think I'm going to wait until I got some colors coming. They were supposed to be in the office yesterday, in the mailbox yesterday, but they definitely were not. They just got held up, and so they should be sitting there after lunch sometime tomorrow. I think one of them is going to be a beautiful holographic option. It's heavenly. I did the fine and the chunky. I didn't own either one of those yet. So this one's going to be a little bit trickier beast as far as the patting down compared to last night. Partly because it's just not going to settle like the others did, and partly just because of the, thank you, Carolyn, and partly just because of the cut. But you can see, unfortunately my camera is not where I wanted it. You can kind of see that it's decently flat. Not perfect, but decent. So I'm going to pour this back in, and then we're going to move this off to the side. I'm going to pull yesterday's blue cup over here. And then I'll show y'all two things. I'll show y'all the mold again, because it's super cute. And like I said, we've got lots of... thank you, Jessica. I am not... I'm not a huge orange fan either, but... yeah, I'm digging it. I like all those frost colors. I actually mixed a whole set of them. Kind of made a custom mix, and now she's added just a couple more. It's kind of nice. Nice to have options. This thing is so long. So I've already... hi, Gianna. Thank you, Gina. I really like it a lot. So I'm going to sneak my turner in here and hopefully not whack this cup. Y'all bear with me. I really need a head check. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Doing a holographic tacket would be great, because you really get the better overall look of the benefit of the tacket method with a holographic. A little bit more than you do with a regular glitter. Alright, I'm almost there. Oh my Lanta. Come on. If anybody finds my head, y'all please send it my way. Alright, I'm just going to leave this kind of tilted at this funny angle, because once again, my camera's not where I want it. That's okay. We're going to wing it. Let's go the other way. Yes. Oh my gosh. Gonna get this epoxy. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm really excited about what I've been working on today. I've been in and out of the shed quite a bit today, and I'll show you a sneak peek. All right, so I've already, wow, this epoxy is already really hot. I just mixed it right before I went live. Any more run in my mouth, I would definitely, oh, Rebecca, I could not go back and comment on last night's video. Go join the Facebook group if you haven't already. It's Tumbler, Newbie Tumbler Tutorials and Support. Anybody that's not part of that group yet, go join it. I'll approve everybody in a little bit when we're done here. I want you to post your stuff. Post what you're proud of. Post what you're working on. We love seeing that. As a group, we love seeing it. And I actually posted the picture of the haircut I was talking about in last night's video. But I couldn't go back and tag you in anything. So anyways, I've already got clear coat on here. I did it twice this morning. I know on screen this looks kind of indigo, but in real life it's actually not. It's a beautiful, beautiful blue. You know, Jill, we are our worst critics when it comes to that. I bet the wood grain that you hate looks perfectly fine to everyone else. But definitely post it. Holy cow, this is getting so sticky. And I apologize, I'm gonna miss comments because my phone is not where it normally would be and it's not positioned the same. So I apologize. But last night we put about 10 milliliters on here. Not quite, it was probably closer to 8. And then we went back and patted it down after we tinkered around with some other stuff. Hi, Gina. Or yeah, Gina, I will definitely do that. And Antoinette, that is newbie Tumbler tutorials and support. You'll see my same YouTube banner on there. Joel has a group too. Joel, post your group. It's Crafting with TSD. I think he's got a Facebook page also. I mean, not a Facebook page. He's got a YouTube channel too. He's got a Kohl's shiplap. Thank you, Gina. Thank you so much. Yeah, and Erica, I'll get to that after I'm done here. So last night we did about 8-ish. And then we did our glitter. And then we let it sit. And we just had a few wild hairs because of how well it likes to lay flat and kind of soak in. Oh, great, Linda. I know a lot of us are already in it, but definitely go join it. I do have one request, though. Please be kind. And I've never seen any of you guys say anything ugly. But also, be willing to share how you did something, please. We're all here to learn, myself included. In fact, I'm going to be watching Joel's shiplap so that I can kind of get the hang of it before I do a video on it, because it was really pretty. And that one is Crafting with TSD. That's his channel. He's got a few videos on there. He's working on it, building it up. If y'all have any suggestions on cups or tutorial ideas, please don't hesitate to just post it on that group. I learned last night, like I said, that I cannot get... Oh yeah, Erica, absolutely. Post it. Post it, post it. It's good. We're all here together. Since I learned last night that you can't see the live chat after this thing goes live, I'm going to miss anything that you'll, like your own YouTube channels or whatever, we lose it, which really sucks. Like Lisa, last night we were talking about her channel. It's Lisa Wyatt Art. And I need to go and find her YouTube channel. But y'all don't hesitate to post that stuff. And if we see it during the live, great. Otherwise, if you'll post it after the fact, like in the comments after the video has uploaded, that's actually a little bit easier in the long run. So I have just a little bit left. It's getting so thick, so I'm actually just going to throw the rest of it on here. Oh, I'm so excited to show y'all what I'm working on over here in the corner. I can't wait. It's something I've been trying to hammer out for a couple of weeks, and I've failed a couple of times and wasted a lot of money. But I think I'm almost there. Alright, so we're going to let this turn. I know that looks kind of weird right there, the way the light's hitting it. It's actually decently smooth. I'll come out here and add another coating. They call it a flood coat. You can let this cure like overnight, or you can come back out and add another coating of epoxy a couple hours in. Alright, so that's all we have there. Put that mold right there while I'm thinking about it, and I'm going to move this bad boy out of the way before I stick my arm in it and get really mad. Alright. Ta-da. Now I can move my camera where I'm actually used to working. Get epoxy off my glove. So I'm going to show you all the mold first. Oh, okay. So she's telling me that, or he, could be he, I didn't catch the user tag in time, and that the live chat should show up. When I was tinkering with it last night, it totally said live chat on. So maybe it's up, or maybe it will be up soon. So, this mold, to get the two-tone like this, it's actually pretty easy. It takes 7.5 ish to fill these little cavities. But what you do is you pour it to fill this up. It doesn't have to be bulging. It doesn't have to be perfect. But you do that, and then you let it cure enough that it sets up, and then you top it off with, like, I think it was 10 milliliters. This came from Fran's. Somebody, I think Crystal said last night that it was sold out on the website, but I'm sure she'll get more soon, but I'm not 100% sure when that'll happen. But this one was Skellington, which is already a matte glitter, but because that part is matte, this part is matte in between. It has a couple of air bubbles, but that's okay. That was my first go at it. And this is the same glitter, but I added a teensy bit of Cosmic, which is this super duper fine. Hi Kelly, thank you so much, you're so sweet. So I added a little bit of Cosmic and then this Purity, which I've used this before, but I didn't realize how much color shift it has. It's like a rainbow. It's really pretty. When you're doing the molds, anything that's shiny will come out shiny. If it's not shiny, it will not be shiny after epoxy. Like this. These are the Lego molds. This one's ready to come out. These are kind of sort of shiny, but not super. So you can kind of see there. You can gloss it up with clear nail polish. You can blast it with some clear coat. I did this on one just a couple days ago, and it turned out okay. I actually have it sitting right here. Got a new girl starting, and so I did her 2 favorite colors. This is just a lame little decoration for the computer, and then that also, we literally sticky tack them to the computer. I clear coated it with Krylon. You can see it's not perfect, but it works. Anybody close enough is a little too close. I do want to show y'all one thing. The glitter I'm using on the cup in the back that we started with is Orange Frost. But this is the perfect Friends color. It's so cute. This is Yellow Frost. Love it. Okay, are y'all ready? I don't even have to be reminded. I remembered what I wanted to show y'all. So excited. Ta-da! It looks lame, but it's gonna be awesome. I'm trying to make my own mold out of these tiny, tiny little dominoes. Look how cute they are. Yes, this is an actual live. You caught it. It was just kind of a last minute decision. I had some stuff to work on, so I thought I'd come out here and jump on here. No, this is not a shaker mold. This is just the regular silicone mold. Just a keychain. Got an office birthday coming up, and she is a Friends girl, so the boss got one, and now she's going to get one because they both love Friends. Gianna, look how cute they are. They are so tiny. I mean, like, the size of the end of my thumb, kind of tiny. My husband's friend went to Puerto Rico. I've mentioned her before. They used to work together, and they're fishing buddies, all that good stuff. She brought him the cutest little thing of dominoes, and he let me make these. Dree, it is not ready yet. I just poured the last little bit. It's barely hard enough for me to touch it like that without really doing much. It'll be ready tomorrow. I'm hoping to be able to pull it out tomorrow. But that is what I had to show y'all that I was so stinking excited about. I can't wait. I do have some regular size domino molds on the way. Hi, Crystal. Fran had the regular 6 mold, and she sold out. Like, she ordered, I think she said she ordered 30 or 40 of them. Peggy, that is okay. You're late, but that's okay, because I'll do a recap in just a second anyways. We didn't do a whole lot. We just glittered and epoxied 2 things. And then I was talking about the molds here. and this. Oh, Crystal, I'm sorry. I don't know why the notification didn't work. That's a bummer. But I was just showing the miniature dominoes that I'm trying to make a mold out of. My first 2 attempts failed, so I got a different brand. This time I got this brand, Let's Resin. It had decent reviews. It's a 2-part, so I'm pretty excited about that. I think that's everything I have to show you. Does anyone want to hang around and I'll show you how to do this? Even though we did it last night, I don't mind showing you again if you want to see it. At least the first step. I apologize for my sniffling, y'all. I almost sneezed a while ago, and so now I'm recovering from it. It's really annoying. Alright, ladies, you got it. And gents. I know Joel's a gent, but I don't know if we have more gents on here. Hi, Velda. I don't think I saw your name pop up earlier. So let me grab... Okay, so yesterday my epoxy cured too much, and I sure did run out of epoxy because I had to, I totally had to trash it. And Crystal, I actually did do a Northern Lights tumbler. I wish I could show you the cup, but my mother-in-law actually called dibs on it last weekend. Dree, I'll have to look up that. So my Northern Lights tumbler that I did, it's actually only like 2 or 3 weeks old. I used this Color Shift cream eyeshadow. I actually ordered it from a Facebook ad. It was so cool. And I do not sell these molds. I get all my molds from other people. I don't sell anything. I sell my cups, but I don't really push those very hard. I like making them. I have a whole shelf of cups that are... Yes, Crystal, I sure did do a video. It should be about 4 below this one once everything's said and done. I have a whole shelf. It's probably got 20 cups that are either done or almost done. It's really funny. So let me grab my epoxy here. I don't have to mix up very much, which is good because I literally am almost out of... I pour my epoxy into these smaller bottles. Hi, Kelly. I don't think I saw you pop up earlier. I poured them into these smaller acrylic paint bottles just because it's easier for me, and this is the very last of my last stuff, and there are other stuff in my house. So let me mix up 7 milliliters. I am going to miss any comments for the next minute or so. These weird little clumps every once in a while. They seem to stir up just fine, but I don't know what it is. It's like these little clumps. Yes, Dree, I actually still have that website, glitterdoctor.com, I think is what it was. I still have it pulled up on my website, but I am so easily distracted that I didn't make it very far. But there were some incredible prices on there for sure. And it is on my to-do list. For sure. Alright. Y'all see those little white things? I've never had that happen before this particular batch of Envirotex light. So I'm going to mix this up. I'm not super worried about bubbles because when we add the glitter, it's kind of going to address the majority of that anyways. I just want to make sure it's mixed thoroughly. I'm thinking for this one, I'm going to do a different color combo because there's all kinds of school options and school colors that could use a paw print, like cougars, dogs, bulldogs, panthers, all that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to do a little bit different color combo, and I really want to use this Golden Eagle. It's from last month's sub box. It's sitting right here looking at me. So that's what I'm going to throw in there. And we'll do this. This is too much, and I'm okay with that. I'll just pour it in a little Lego man or something. Ooh, maroon and silver. You got it. You want holographic or non-holographic? I'll have to go find my maroon. I do have my silver handy. Hollow. Okay, you got it. Let me, y'all bear with me. Ooh, I don't have a holographic maroon. I sure don't. I'm so sorry. I just realized that. I can do regular non-hollow, or I can do hollow silver and non-hollow maroon. Does that sound all right? Okay, great, y'all. Give me just a minute and I will find that. I'm gonna miss any comments. But I have my handy dandy boxes of glitter right here. I just have to make sure not to kick that other tumbler, other turner. Alright, so holographic silver. I'm a cheap date too. My husband is so irritated that I can't tell him what I want to eat for my birthday next weekend because I don't want to spend the money on it. And everyone else in my family had birthdays during quarantine takeout only, and so nobody got a nice meal. So it's really sad. So for the holographic silver, we're going to use pixie dust. It's a little bit finer cut than I would probably use otherwise. That's okay. It's still really pretty. Pixie dust is decently fine. Crystal, I don't have any double turners. I have a 4-way turner, but it's dead right now. That I built myself. The tumblers, the turners I have that happen to go both ways, it's just by chance. I looked into that, honestly. Try turning it off and back on again. I've thought about doing that, y'all, sir, but I don't know. It means I have to clean house. I'd rather be out here playing with epoxy and glitter and not cleaning my house. Alright, so this is a little bit finer cut, like I said. It's really pretty. And the higher... Dree, I actually spend all my own money on that. I donate plasma, or I did, I haven't in a while. And I use my cut money on glitter, so I can't even use that as a good one. But he did buy me 2 new chickens last weekend. I would have gotten them anyways without it being my birthday, but it sounds better to say I got them for my birthday. So, for this part, I can only pour the pad part because I gotta let it set up enough. Otherwise, if I pour it too soon while they're both super duper liquidy, we'll end up with this effect. Hi Lisa, I was just talking about you a little bit ago. This is what it'll do if you pour it when they're too runny. I did that on purpose, but that's what you'll end up doing. It won't stay like you want it to. Yes, sir, I have, God, I counted them the other day. I think I'm up to 25 chickens now. I have a bunch. And I'm like a bad mom that has too many things on her brain. I can't always name them off, but I can name them to their face. I always forget somebody. It never fails. Oh no, Lisa, I was just talking about how I didn't realize that the commenting didn't show up until later, like when we were talking about YouTube channels and Facebook pages and all of that. Ooh, Peggy, I'm actually super close to you. I am by Texas Motor Speedway. And funny enough, I know a lot of y'all are saying fresh eggs, fresh eggs. Funny enough, since ours started laying, we hardly eat any eggs at all. I don't understand. Not because they don't taste good, because they are freaking delicious. Oh man, those orange yolks. It's just... Peggy, I just moved from Louisville. Literally, I just moved away like 4 years ago. That's really funny. I'm over here just right behind the speedway, super close. So since then, I just sell the eggs, and I actually justify having them because I use that money to pay for chicken food. So I don't feel guilty at all, because eventually they're going to pay for their keep. So I've got this. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. That was random. That stuck to my hand. All right. Let's zoom in a bit. This actually does better at a different angle. Do I ship eggs? That's really funny. I don't even know how that would work. Maybe in the wintertime or fall. I don't know that I would trust the post office right now. They are so bogged down. So we are... so, yes. I'll sell my eggs to pay for glitter. That's funny. So we're going to put just enough. I know some of y'all... You know what's funny, Antoinette? There's only like 5 people from Texas on here right now out of 82 people watching. So it just looks like everyone's from Texas, but we're really not. So I'm filling this up, and this is the same thing that we did. Oh, hi, Theta. I don't think I saw your name on here earlier. This is the same mold I did last night in the live, and I'm just showing whoever wants to watch. Suzanne's in Texas. Oh yeah, Kelly, I think you've been on here before during a live. So we had an Australian, a Canadian, and a New Zealand, I think. But man, we got a little bit of everything. So we are going to just fill that up. It doesn't have to be bulging over like you would on a normal mold. It doesn't matter if we end up with that weird little meniscus dip. It's okay, it doesn't really matter, because we're going to put another glitter on top of it. We'll deal with it on the back layer and not have to worry about it for this layer. Oh, Tamisha, I bet it is beautiful where you are. Kelly, I would love to know what time it is for your time zone. It's 8:30 here. I would love to know what time it is in Australia. Oh yeah, Jessica, that's close enough. We got a lot of Californians moving out here lately. They put a lot of headquarters out here. The Facebook headquarters is actually like the new, I think it's like just servers or something. It's maybe 6 miles from my house. Super close. Oh, so it's lunchtime. That's kind of cool. FYI, it is 11:30 in Australia. That's pretty cool. My cousin, my coworker went to Australia last February, and man, no, it was this February. I'm pretty sure it was this February. They went to Brisbane and all kinds of stuff, and man, those pictures were beautiful. She did some skydiving, and they went to the sanctuary, the kangaroo, and what's it called? It's not a wombat. Is it a wallaby? What's the other tiny little thing that gets overshadowed by the kangaroos that are just so stinking cute? They went to whatever rescue and sanctuary that is. Her pictures were amazing. Okay. So, that's all it takes for this part of that mold. We literally are just filling in that little bit, just like that. No, it wasn't koalas. It's something... she did hold some koalas, though. Oh, no. They didn't get to hold them. I forget what was going on, but they didn't get to hold them like they were supposed to. Okay, wallabies. Maybe that is it. Maybe I'm just second guessing myself. So we have, I don't know, about 5 left over. Let's grab something to pour it in. I could pour it in one of my Lego men. I could pour it in my TARDIS. I could pour it in whatever. Let's grab an earring. Y'all give me just a second. And then after this, it's time for us to pat down that glitter. Okay, I am not really loving anything that I have my hands on right now. Let's just pour it into our TARDIS. Let me find my TARDIS. I'm sorry if I've missed any comments. I guarantee I've missed comments. So we're just going to pour this in here. If you don't have a little dump jar type thing for this, I highly recommend that you do it. It's really fun. I actually made a coaster with just dumped epoxy. And it turned out pretty cute. And I've got a couple of Lego men. They're packed up from when I did my shed finishing. Otherwise I would show you. But it's pretty fun. Just all the different colors meshing together. Alright. So we're going to throw that off to the side. Just for giggles, here's what a coaster looks like when you pour Demi. And I'm pretty sure this is Vegas from Simple Beginnings, but it might be Disco Inferno from Aberrant. And this is Graffiti here. And this is the new Kristen from France. It's a lot of the bolder colors. Not really primary colors because it's more than just red, green, and blue. But that's really cute. Alright, so we're going to bring this back over here. What the heck? I'm going to have to move this onto a different turner. This one has decided to just go ahead and die on me, apparently. I'll be back. I'm sorry, y'all. More seriously. Oh my gosh. Y'all. I need a head check. Kid you not. Alright, I gotta get this little hole pluggy thingy off of here. There we go. You know what, Linda? It was actually something with the power cord. I don't know what the heck's going on, but I might have to check it out and possibly even replace it. Maybe I'll take it apart and use a few of the pieces for the other ones I'm going to make. Alright. So, here we are. We've got a couple of ways that you can do the pat down. You can throw a glove on and just gently pop, 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 pop. But you can also use parchment. And I actually don't even need this on right now. Thank you, Kelly. This is Orange Frost from France. It's kind of an oldie. It doesn't get much love. Some people will wrap their cup completely and do this. I'm okay with doing it in pieces like this. But this just allows it to sit down, lay down, not sit down, flat, it makes it easier for when you do your epoxy. Yeah, sir, it's fransglitterandmore.com. That's where I get most of my glitter. I like how she does her business. Her prices are fantastic. Thank you, Velda. It is definitely nice and bright. Alright, so that's one way you can do it. I don't know if you can see it. I'll show you right here on the edges here. See how, good grief, see how flattened that is compared to, oh, it's not really showing up. It's not really, I think it's classified technically as a chunky, but to me, I call it more like a medium cut. I should know the name of all these cuts, but I don't. It's either chunky, fine, or ultra fine to me. So I either use it or I don't use it. Okay, good. I'm glad you can tell the difference, Karen, because I really can't tell the difference when I'm looking at my phone. But it's also trying to go dim on me, which is really annoying. And I think it's because I have my lights on right above my head. Look at what I did. I took a chunk out of it. We're gonna have to fix that. So just as a recap, we did about, thank you, Suzanne. It's this color. We did about 5 milliliters, I think is what we said, as our base coat. It doesn't have to be, you don't want it super duper thick for this type of cut, but for the one we did last night, I definitely put a lot more on it. I should not be doing this. Y'all don't look at me. It's so hot out here in my shed. I have the air conditioner on, but I don't have it blowing on me. Thermostat says it's 81, but I'm sure it's 81 over there, not over here. Alright. So I like to pat it down here before it cures too much. Here, around this edge, because I struggle with this here. And I struggle with this here. It's just easier if you can push it down away from the rim. Y'all don't look at me. I'm not supposed to be doing this. Don't do this at home. Okay. That's it for this one. So Cindy, this is going to get epoxy, then it's going to get tiger stripes, and then it's going to get a quote that I am 100% sure that you have seen on another cup. I wondered how long it would take for me to get a request for one of those cups, and it finally happened. So that's what I'm working on. So we are going to let this turn now, just for a couple of hours. It's not on there so thick that I have to worry about it falling off or moving around or anything, but just for good measure, I'm going to let it sit, rotate for about 2 hours. Velda, you know, I am kind of, I have that going for me. For those that missed it, or if it's not uploaded when you watch it. Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. That's the one. But you know what? I've actually never seen a single episode. I definitely have the things going wrong and I have to fix it thing going for me. So I'm okay with that. I'm going to show y'all that other one now, the blue one. And then we're going to get off of here. I'm really supposed to be finishing up some masks. So I'm afraid of losing brain cells. I've heard so many things about it that I'm like, do I really want to watch it? I don't know if I do or not. I know it has a quite a following, which is sorry. It's got quite a following, and it's definitely quote worthy. Rebecca, you are correct. And I don't think I've ever binged a single show ever. I still haven't finished This Is Us. I still haven't finished, I started watching The Great. I haven't finished watching a lot of things. I don't know. I just couldn't do it. So I'm going to grab the blue one real quick. Show y'all what it's looking like. This is my very first turner. I'm going to show y'all how ridiculous this monstrosity is. It is... Okay, y'all ever watch Spaceballs? I just watched this last night, so it's on my mind. Where the ship just keeps going and going and going. And then finally, eventually, you make it to the end. I'm still not there. I'm still not to the end. I don't know if I just had it in my head that the balance would be better. I don't really even know. But this thing is way too long. My arms are too long. My platform is too long. Yeah, oh my gosh, Karen. It's ridiculous. Spacewalks. Autocorrect. So funny. Yeah, so this is not really getting in the camera like I need it to. I knew what you meant, Dree. Good old autocorrect. Okay, there we go. In the screen. So what happens when I have my camera in the wrong spot? This thing is so pretty in person. I know that on screen it's not the same. But it's non-holographic. This is actually Union. It's from last month's sub box. If you like this color but you want holographic, I highly recommend this one. Drew is beautiful and it's very similar. It's about the same tone of blue, but holographic. Kind of see it there. It's actually the blue that I used in that coaster I showed y'all earlier. Yeah. Okay, that is everything I have to show y'all. I showed you putting the orange glitter on. We epoxied this one. This is last night's cup. I showed y'all the sneak peek at the mold video I'm working on. We did the paw print pour again. I think that's it. You're welcome, Rebecca. Y'all go join that group. In case y'all missed it earlier, you're welcome, Christine. Y'all go join the group. I would love to have y'all. It's a place that we can share what we're working on. It's just by Kelly and Karen and Brenda and Netta. Everybody. It's a place that you can go and show off what you're working on. You can see what everybody else is working on. You can ask for help. All of that stuff. So go join that group. I'll be on there in a little while and I'll approve everybody. But it's newbie Tumbler tutorials and support. And I just, you know what I didn't do earlier? I didn't get these air bubbles out. Ooh, did y'all see that? I just hit the cup with the lighter. Normally I would not do that without a mask, but I'm walking out right now. So y'all have a great night. Stay safe out there. I'm going to put another coat on this tomorrow, but that's it. Debbie, this is Union from Friends. And Kelly, it's newbie, Tumbler, tutorials, and support. Cindy, you know, maybe this is just as much of a train wreck as other shows that we find on Netflix. I don't know. But the group is newbie, Tumbler, tutorials, and support. Both glitters that I used happen to be from Friends. I do buy from other people. But that's what these are. This one was just added to the site just a couple days ago. Oh, you know what? I have Purple Stitch as the header just because that makes it more obvious what group it is, just in case there's another one that pops up that's similar. I just need a good cover photo for it. I just don't have one yet. So that is everything I have for y'all tonight. I don't think I'll be out here tomorrow night. I think I'm going to wait until I get my glitter subscription in, which should be at the end of this week. I'll probably go live again at the end of the week. And this does look lumpy because the way the light's hitting it is really weird, but it's really not. Hi, Dana. It's really not lumpy in real life. But it'll get another coat, and then it'll get the vinyl tomorrow, the day after it cures. Crystal, the name of the group is Newbie Tumbler Tutorials and Support. 2 rules. Be nice and be willing to share what you did. If you're going to post your images, your pictures, or your projects, please be willing to share how you did it. So many groups, people post it and they're not willing to share, and that kind of defeats the purpose of being in a learning group, because we're all in here to learn together. I've been at this almost 2 years and I still screw up, as you can see, and I constantly learn something new. Oh yeah, tattoo tumbler is actually on my list, I think. I want to do that sometime soon. So I will catch you guys later. Y'all have a good one. And that is it. I really mean it this time. I gotta log off. I gotta go finish sewing some masks so I can mail them out tomorrow. Oh, Suzanne, I'm glad you caught a live. They're not all that spectacular, but, you know, laugh or two. Alright, if y'all have groups or anything, Facebook pages, anything like that, y'all be sure and comment at the end after this video uploads. And anytime you watch one of my videos, if you don't mind liking it, just give it a thumbs up. It helps me out. It helps the algorithm, I think. And I'll hop off of here, and as soon as my phone is freed up, I will go approve all those joins. And we'll see y'all next time. Y'all have a good one. Stay safe out there.